Yo, what is going on, guys? Vortex Gaming here, and welcome to episode number 1 of the Rise of TNA. Now, you might be thinking, what? Episode 1? Weren't we on like 18 or something? Yeah, we were, and now we're not. Basically what happened is, I signed CM Punk, and then my computer shut down, just randomly, and I was like, okay then. So I went to load it back up a couple of days later, and yeah, the file wouldn't load for some reason. Now I don't know why that happened, but it's all CM Punk's fault, basically. It's all CM Punk's fault. I'm gonna go sign Ryback now. But yeah, that was a terrible joke. But yeah, I thought, you know what? We'll just start again. So I've got myself a more recent database. This, as you can see, it's this. Well, you can't see it actually, but there you go. It's December 2014. So it's a December 2014 database, which means it's got all the well. I say it's got all the stats. It doesn't. The roster was a bit funny. Bully Ray and Devon weren't there, and then I found out that they're actually not contracted to TNA anymore. But Kurt Angle wasn't, so I've put him on, and Matt Hardy, because I didn't know whether he was or not, but I decided to put him in anyway. So yeah, I've put them two on, but the rest of it is basically the normal roster. I mean, you've got Crazy Steve and Rebel, Shark Boy, Give Me a Shell, yeah, Brodus Clay, sorry, I mean Tyrus. But yeah, we've got all this. So this is going to be an episode of TNA Xplosion. I thought, you know what, I might as well, because I don't really have a lot going up on my channel at the moment, so I thought, well, might as well do Xplosion and Impact and pay-per-views. So there should be a load of these coming up. And yeah, as you can see, we've got half as last time we started with 5 million. This time we only started with 2.5 million. So it should be more difficult all around, which is good. It's fun. Let's take a look through the storylines. Obviously, none of them have started, but what I've decided to do is kind of go for the like real life storylines, and then kind of do my own version of them from this point. So we've got Lashley versus Rude for the World Heavyweight Championship, MVP versus Kurt Angle, Kenny King versus Chris Melendez, Rise of the Revolution, which is pretty much, that's like 2 storylines in one. The first of those is Low-Ki versus Manik and Sanada for the X Division Championship. Now, obviously, I don't know whether this is actually happening in real life, because I think, if I remember rightly, the last episode of Impact, Low-Ki just won the title. So what we're going to do is have Manik and Sanada chase the title, try and bring them to the Revolution. Then we've got the Wolves versus the Revolution, which is Abyss and James Storm, who are the the World Tag Team Champions. Then we've got Tara Terrell versus Havoc versus Gail Kim. Now, we don't have Gail Kim at the moment, but we are in contract talks, so hopefully we'll get her. So yeah, I don't know why Gail Kim wasn't on the roster on this database. So, I mean, there's some weird things on this database. I mean, Abyss's sex appeal is like 80. I'm sure it is. Yeah, Abyss's sex appeal is 80, so, you know, Jesus. Yeah, there's some weird kind of attribute things going on. So anyway, enough babbling. Let's get straight into the show. Right then, so a couple of dark matches to start off with, as per usual. The first of those is Eric Young defeating Magnus in 10 minutes 12 with a Death Valley Driver 58 C-. Not too shabby. Oh, look at that! Got a bonus rating for being well booked. Yes! Finally! 19 episodes and I finally get a bonus for booking something well. And it still did shit. What? Announcing quality was penalised for low experience? What, Mike, TNA and Taz, who have been commentating for like 5 years together? Something like that, isn't it? Length, yeah, it was, I don't know whether that's long or short, but oh well. Right, anyway, any work improvements? No. Moving on. Second is a knockouts match. Taryn Terrell defeated Angelina Love with a diving crossbody. Taryn and Angelina have good chemistry. This one was penalised for booking. Damn it. Anyway. So yeah, 60C. That's not too bad for a knockouts match. Oh, fuck. So, moving on, anyway. D+, that's not great. Thankfully, I think I only booked this as a minor thing, so it shouldn't have any effect on the actual result of the show. So, basically, a video airs showing a few of the superstars that appear on tonight's show, and the announcers hype the night's matches. So, these guys will all be performing. Apart from Homicide, I forgot to change him. That's going to be DJZ instead. But yeah. Anyway, D+. Nux and Rebel have good chemistry, which is always good. So yeah, D+. Could have been better. Could have been worse. A lot of them penalised for low momentum. So that's something I'm going to keep in mind. But anyway, moving on again. Bollocks. So to start the show, in a bout that had solid in-ring action but non-existent crowd heat, Crazy Steve defeated DJZ in 7:55 by pinfall. DJZ was off his game. Any improvements? Crazy Steve in performance skills. Dirt sheet. That probably got bad booking. Yeah. I don't get why the announcing quality is getting penalised for low experience. But anyway. Next segment. Okay, so Angelina Love tells the fans to log on to ImpactWrestling.com and become a TNA lister. Yeah, A-lister. I can't take the credit for that one, unfortunately. TNA got there before me. Where was I? Oh yeah, to become a TNA lister to get loads of exclusive content, including discounts and more. C61, bog standard for a knockout on her own. Hopefully this is a decent match. Bollocks. So 50D+. In a bout that had solid in-ring action but non-existent crowd heat, the Menagerie defeated the Bromans in 7:42 when Nux defeated Robbie E by pinfall with a knocks out. So Nux and the Freak showed excellent chemistry. Really? Robbie and Jesse had great chemistry. Obviously Nux and Rebel have pretty good chemistry. I'm sure in the first opening segment of the show it said they had good chemistry. Now it's just pretty good. I probably got penalised for booking decisions again. God damn it. My booking was better in the pre-show. Kill me now. So yeah, not great, but hopefully the main event will be decent. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Hopefully this is going to be alright. Next segment. Okay, C. So Mike, TNA and Taz hype up the upcoming match between Mr. Anderson and Kenny King from the comfort of their announcers table. That's the main event. Obviously it's to do with the King versus Melendez storyline. It's Chris Melendez, if you didn't know, is a ex-US soldier who had his leg blown off, and yeah, TNA signed him. He's actually pretty good in real life. He's not that good on the game, but yeah. So that's the main event. We've got 59C, which isn't too bad. Right, so the matches are awful. So in a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, Madison Rayne defeated Velvet Sky in 5 minutes 40 by pinfall with a raindrop. It's not great, man. Probably booking decisions. Odd face heel? Really? What? Segment was penalised for odd face heel combination, even though Velvet's a heel and Madison's a face. Oh no, wait, didn't Madison turn heel like 2 weeks before Impact's finished? I can't remember. Yeah, that might be my bad. But yeah, not great. Okay, so next up is basically just a hype video. So a video plays hyping the Rude Lashley 3 match for the World Heavyweight Championship on the next episode of Impact, showing highlights from the last 2 matches. So if you don't actually watch TNA, basically Rude versus Lashley, they've done it twice before, and they are going to do it in real life for a 3rd time on the Impact debut on Destination USA. So I thought I'd basically copy them. But then we're going to go in our own direction with it. So it's going to be good, hopefully. Yeah, 66, not too bad. So hopefully this main event's not going to be too bad. Oh, it's a terrible show. Terrible. Okay, so in a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat, Mr. Anderson defeated Kenny King by pinfall with a mic check. That's going to get done for booking decisions. Yeah. I'm a terrible booker. Mr. Anderson and Kenny King just don't click at all. Oh, okay. So, basically don't have matches between these two. That's fine. Right, so 48 D+, not great. Now, that should be the main event. That should be it. So, final show rating 47D. General feelings that TNA don't have enough interesting storylines going on. Well, this is the first show, so you know we obviously haven't been able to really book anything yet. So that's the reason for that. But yeah, 47D. That's not great, but obviously it's early days, and we are working on that. So yeah, we'll go. Carry on. Oh, we can't because I'm going to book TNA Impact now. Right, so obviously that doesn't go out till Saturday. So what I don't know. See, this is where this gets awkward because Impact is shown live on a, well, it's not live, but I mean it's pre-recorded, but it's shown on a Wednesday, and then I think they show Xplosion on a Saturday, which should be when this video goes up. And yeah, it's basically like a recap. It's a bit like SmackDown. It's a recap of Raw, so it's a recap of Impact. But because I book Xplosion first, it's really weird. So I think what I'm going to do is move the taping of Xplosion to the Thursday. You still with me? Because I'm not. So yeah, we're going to try that. But yeah, this is going to go up on a Sunday, and then on the Wednesday we'll have the first episode of Impact, which I'm about to book now. I am definitely going to move the Xplosion thing taping, because obviously to show highlights of what happened on Impact, I need to move it because yeah, so that's it really. If we take a look at size, it's pretty poor. Obviously it's a lot worse than it was on the last episode. I mean, we're not even like, oh, we are, yeah, we're literally only just cult. We've got 4 regions that are above what we need for cult, so we definitely need to get this, get it up a bit. But we are way off national. This is going to take some time. This really is going to take a lot of time. So yeah, God help me. I actually need to sign, was it Mark Andrews? I need to sign Mark Andrews, because he won Great British Boot Camp. Great British Boot Camp or just British Boot Camp? He won British Boot Camp, so he's technically a TNA wrestler now, so we need to sign him up. Alright, well, obviously, if he's good enough, I'll sign him up. If not, then screw him. But yeah, look at the Tri-State. Now, I did tweet this out, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, then I'll put the link in the description. But surely TNA's importance, not popularity, importance, would be higher in the southeast, as that's where they're based, as they're based in Florida. I mean, I know they've done a lot of shows in the Tri-State area recently, in real life, but you'd still think that their importance would be higher in the southeast. What about popularity? Now you see, still Tri-State. Now popularity I kind of get, because obviously if you're doing more shows up there, then it'll be more popular. But yeah, I don't really get that. So anyway, I'm going to go and book Impact now. And yeah, I'll leave you guys to do whatever you're doing. If you like the video, then please leave a like and let us know what you think of the video. I do honestly think that a reason for the poor match ratings could be because it's a B show. I mean, I always had this problem before when I booked Xplosion in the last series before I cancelled Xplosion. So that could be a reason for that. I'm thinking about maybe making it an A show and literally having it like SmackDown. Because I suppose, I mean, you would class SmackDown as an A show really, the main event is B show. But yeah, let us know what you think. And yeah, like I say, follow us on Twitter. The link is in the description. If you're new and you want to see the last series and see what this game's all about, then I'll put a link to the old playlist in the description. And yeah, that's it guys. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode.